baby. Karma, karma, karma. And didn't Alicia Keys write a song about karma? Yeah, but see, friends, what we gotta understand in this life that every action, Bowie, every action, every action. All right, creepy guy in a Pathfinder. Um, yeah, don't creep up on a woman like that, you know, because you could possibly get sprayed, could possibly get a beverage thrown in your face, or you know, to my militant divine feminines out there, you might get, you know, a pow pow. And I ain't talking about the kind that you give to your child when they misbehaving. A pow pow to their bottom. Nope. It's gonna be a pum pum. Yeah, not a pow pow, a pum pum. Respectfully. But yeah, this is the course of the day. Anywho, Thursday evening. Uh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna attempt. I'm gonna attempt to see if the market by my house has these cube steaks. And if they do, then I can proceed to make the dinner, the meal that I've been like dying to make for like the past week or so. So it's a cute little, quick little crock pot recipe with these cube steaks. And I love, steak. I love mushrooms. Hi, Laura. Hi. Hi, Hayden. Welcome, friends. Lacey, hi. Welcome, welcome. Laura, Lacey, Hayden, welcome, friends. Um, and so it's a quick recipe. I mean, mushrooms you can do. Hi, XC, welcome, friend. Happy Thursday. And so, it's like onions, mushroom, um, and the cube steaks. And then, the regular seasoning, some WC, Worcestershire, Shire, Meyer sauce, a little seasoning, and that's it. And, a high, it's like 4 hours. Low, it's like 7, 6, 7 hours. So I'm heading to my market. My real name is Estrella. Oh, wow. How beautiful. That is a wonderful name. Oh, my God. It's so beautiful. What's the meaning of that name? I mean, I've never heard that name before. Okay. It's a beautiful name. I got to leave. I keep on. Okay, Hayden. Thank you for tuning in, friend. Please, I hope you're subscribed to my channel, Hayden. But if not, I mean, I'm not trying to, coax you. But yeah, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. But thank you for tuning in. And have a good evening. Okay, friends. So I'm sorry to be a little distracted, but I'm looking for the cube steak. And I'm seeing everything but cube steak. Oh, I found my cube steak. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, I'm just a single, this little 3 pack is well more than enough for me. But I didn't really consider coming home to cook, but ay, ay, ay. All right. So, anyway, friends. I mean, have anybody heard about karma? I'm that's a that's a what do they call it? What's the word I'm looking for, friends? Um, is it rhetorical when you know it? I don't know if I remember the term. But anywho, I know everybody heard about karma. But it's crazy though, because like literally, honestly, every action in this existence on this plane has a reaction. And so That's why it's so important for us to be mindful of what we do, mindful of our thoughts, our actions, etc. But I say all of that to say is I'm just gonna be like talking briefly about like the whole hood ghetto celebrity news with Alicia Keys and Lala Anthony. And I'm not one to deal with celebrity gossip and stuff, friends. Like you'll never really hear me do that on my platform, but I do it if it's relevant to the content. And so, being the fact that we are divine souls, hi Charlie, being the fact that we are divine souls, karma, is very relevant to the mission and the cause and all that stuff. So anyway, it's very funny now that it's come out that Lala Anthony, which is Carmelo Anthony's uh, ex-wife, Lala Anthony, y'all know her as a celebrity. She started, I think, on MTV or whatever years ago. But anyway, she happens to be from Brooklyn, I believe. Shout out to Brooklyn. But anywho, I'm trying to pick out mushrooms, friends. And so, all right. And so anyway, it's come to public. Hi, Deja. Welcome. Hi. What is it? Iris, Irisver. I don't know. Hi, Super. You need a strong black woman. Okay. Well, listen. It's millions of us out here, friend. So I mean, listen. It's a wonderful time to be alive. You literally listen. The pick of the litter. It's deep. It's a lot. It's expansive. So I think you're in the best place. You're alive, and so I don't. I feel very confident. Pardon me, Papa. I feel very I feel confident that you will find your beautiful, strong black woman. I need a little onion. I don't want anything big, but I like onion. I really like onion. So I don't want to get something too big, but these onions are huge. Oh my God, onion. Okay, I just have to take this. Thank you, Papa. Okay, so here I am cursing in another language. Isn't it funny how when you learn another language, you always learn the curse words? Right. So Deja, let me talk to you, friend. Listen, it's just you and I. So this whole karma thing with Alicia Keys, like, girl, how you were a siren initially, and that's how you got Swiss, your husband, Swiss Beats. He's the famous Rough Riders producer, former whatever, whatever. But everybody that know, you know. But my thing is this, friends. Alicia Keys was a woman that went after a married man, okay, sought that married man, and whatever the case may be, look at them now. They're married with children. But now karma comes back around. And the universe always has to balance itself. So it's always going to be an action. And it may take years. But guess what? Alicia's karma has come. Yeah, Keys got karma now. Yeah, and I think she wrote a song called Karma, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I've never been a huge, you know, overly Alicia Keys fan. I mean, I feel the girl is talented. I'll give her props. She's beautiful, for sure. But the character, the integrity is ugly. And it's wicked and it's nasty. Yeah, they say you can't help who you fall in love with, but you can help if you're going after a married man. That's a conscious act. And so I don't feel no type of remorse for her. I don't feel anything more than, you know what, justice is being served. And trust me, it's being served severely. And so now she's all out of her wits because yeah, Lala, it's been confirmed now that they've been saying that um, Lala was creeping with Swiss for years. For years, she was having an affair with this married man. And they said Alicia, she became aware of it. He, like a lot of married men do, oh, it's over. I'm never going to see her again, et cetera, only to find out that they were still creeping, right? And so I find it very, very, I find it to be justice. Like I said again, I don't feel any sympathy for her. If Swiss Beats leaves her for Lala, I mean, she created that. that karma, she was a co-conspirator in that. And at the end of the day, she deserves what she gets. And so my thing to all of you friends is just kind of bringing awareness back. Hey, Papa, how you doing, babe? Okay, Papi, I'm not bad, friend. You good to see you too, my friend. Okay, you too, my friend. It was not too bad, not too bad. How's your day? All right. Okay, good, Papa. Okay, sweetie. Don't work too hard. Okay. Yeah, he's such a sweet young man. He's like the checkout young man at my supermarket. Young, Latino um, young man. So sweet. I mean, literally, he's the sweetest. He's the sweetest young man I've ever met, and he's so sweet, so sweet. I know his mother must be really proud of him. If I had a son like that, I'd be so happy. I mean, if I had any son, I'll be happy. Ah! But anyway, where's the frozen corn? Like I wanted corn. You know what? I might just have to go and get the corn. Um, Ay, ay, ay. Let me go see if they have the fresh corn. Oh, crap. I think I need butter, more butter. So I'm going to do this cube steak with some garlic mash. And I mean, I think I'm going to roast the corn. I'm not going to like boil it. I think I'm just going to put it in the oven. I love the Mexican street corn. Oh my God. I love that corn. And I got to get a recipe for that corn. That corn is like, oh my God. I think I could eat that Mexican corn every day. Literally, I could. I know I could. But anyway, friends, yeah. So, I mean, all of this was going on right now is just giving friends, even if, we haven't been so conscious in terms of like what we do and what we say and all of this and all of that. It's important for us to always, like, I know it sounds corny as F and cliche as F, but literally, gotta be conscious of our decisions, conscious of our actions, because believe me when I tell you, no one will escape, anything that they put out in the universe. Trust me, it will boomerang back. I don't know, and this is not a religious thing. This is not, I'm not a fanatic. This is actually, this is this is knowledge. This is wisdom. This is understanding. You understand what I'm saying, friends? And so let's just be very aware of our actions at all times. At all times. Okay, do they have the French onion? Okay, they have the au jus, they have the mushroom. I have mushroom. So I don't, ew, pork gravy. Ew, I never seen pork gravy. Ew, ew, not pork gravy. Oh, honey, they doing too much. They have the pot roast. I'm just looking, like I was actually looking for like an onion. Ugh. Beef stew. No, I don't want to do beef stew. There's one of these suckers that I know I can get. Okay, I got the mushroom. I don't need that. The au jus, I don't need that. What's this? Chicken. Don't need that. Au jus, don't need that. They have slow cooker. I mean, I'm not doing pot roast, but I don't know. I never seen pork seasoning. This is the weirdest shit. I'm sorry, friends, for cursing, but and then they have ranch. Like ranch is a really good. That's a really good thing, but I don't want that. And the beef stew. Ay, coño. Should I do pot roast? You know what? I'm just gonna do the pot roast. I don't want to do the beef stew. Let's do the pot roast. All right. I'm kind of over it. All right. Darn it. I know I should have went to like, and Walgreens might have it, but ay, ay, ay. Okay, I gotta go because I'm gonna be in this market for too long. Uh, let's see. And I have my Dr. Pepper upstairs, but I think I want ginger ale, so I gotta go get me some of my Canada Dry, darling. Let me go. Let's see. I can get my Canada Dry for today. But anyway, friends, yeah. So getting back to the topic at hand, karma, friends, it's real. It's not about, oh, revenge and all that stuff. No, it's called balancing, period. And and the universe will always balance us, whether we like it or not, whether that balance is positive or that balance is somehow negative. But the laws will balance it out. So, let's just be mindful, friends, of our actions. Obviously, none of us are perfect. Every day's a struggle. We want to be better humans. We want to be better today than we were yesterday. And so it's important to be cognizant. Look at him. Okay. Little young boy. He's standing up in his mom's in the shopping cart, and he's like dancing and stuff. So cute. Oh my goodness, why do I love kids so much? Is it the fact that because I don't have children? But that's not true. It's not true. It's not true at all. I love children because, I mean, why wouldn't I love an innocent, beautiful, you know, full of life, joy, possibility? Like, who wouldn't love that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, yeah, friends. So again, karma, karma, karma. Be mindful of your actions. Sometimes it's not even your actions. It could be your thought. It can be something in your mind that you're thinking, and it's not positive. It's not productive. It's not, it doesn't make you better. It doesn't help anyone. That's something that you need to consider respectfully, because at the end of the day, listen, this place is crazy. This world it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? We have to deal with a lot, and so, and oftentimes we don't have control over so much, but what we do have control over is our thoughts, is our words, is our actions. And so let's align them to our highest good so that, the karma that we receive is good. You know, the balancing is beneficial and we're better for it, right? Okay. Yeah, but anyway, happy Thursday. We're almost here, friend. One day, and we got the weekend. I'm so happy. Like, Friday's my best day, Monday's my worst day. Well, let me not say that. Again, mindfulness. No day is my worst day when I'm waking up and, the divine is still guiding me and I'm waking up. And listen, even if things are not the best that they could be, I'm still here. So that means I still have a chance to make it better. I still have a chance for opportunity. And so it's just really the mindset, friends. And this is a part of higher consciousness, the mindset, being self-aware. And so I'm going to do some videos. I really want to put it out there to you, friends, because I know that it's so important, because many of us, you just figure, oh my God, well, that's just who I am. Like, I'm stuck in my ways. But no, friends, we can never be stuck in our ways. Life is a ever-changing, ever-present, ever moving energy. So we never have to stay the same. We never have to just accept. You understand? No, it's more. It's more, and we're more. And so let's be more. Let's really start to be more. Yeah, friends. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm so happy that I have one more day. Oh my God, it was so crazy at my job today. So like, we had our CEO there, our it was just a mess. And then my, immediate supervisor, ED director, she's leaving. It's just a mess. And then I was on such a high this morning because I got some good news and things like that. And then, it's crazy because sometimes you'll be tested. Sometimes the universe will grant you, something, a desire or something to come to fruition for you. And then the universe is still testing you. Remember, friends, it's always going to be a test. We're constantly being tested, right? In order to prove our growth or in order to show our lack of growth, and therefore we'll repeat those same lessons. That's what the universe does. Okay, you want to keep hitting your head on the same wall? Okay, well, just keep hitting your head on the same wall. At some point, you got to realize that you're getting nothing but headaches. And then when you do that and you shift and you pivot, that's when the universe responds. And so with all the good news and all that stuff, I believe that the universe threw a monkey wrench in it. And so I learned some things that could possibly present a challenge to me in terms of like, doing my, having reciprocity in my state and then to New York City where I live. I mean, sorry, where I work. And so I read it, and initially, we're human, so I was a little down. And like I said, all the bosses were at the school today, and so I got a chance to see, the top boss, and I told him, like, I don't think, it's gonna work out because, I went online and then I called the State Department in Albany and I spoke to somebody and they told me that, the reciprocity, it's only if you have a certain amount of teaching experience in the new state and this, and I just moved to the new state, so obviously I don't have any teaching experience in the new state. And so I'm like, my shadow self was saying, well, girl, you ain't gonna get that. Like, well, that's over, And immediately I said, no, calm down, take it easy. This is not the end. It's not, the fat lady didn't sing yet. She might be warming up, but she ain't sing. So until she sing, everything's still moving forward. And so I felt like forces, kind of bringing me to a negative space where I was thinking, oh goodness, it's not going to work for me. Why does this always happen to me? Why do I always get like one step there? And it's like I'm almost there, and boom, here comes a challenge. Boom, here comes a roadblock. Boom, here comes a door being shut in my face. Or here is some opposition for some psycho freak, and put like whatever it is, it's giving Murphy's Law. Whatever could go wrong is going wrong. And I'm like, okay, girl, calm down. You've been through many challenges before, more challenging than this. Girl, remember who you are. And so I kind of, gave myself that real authentic self-talk. And so as I'm telling my boss, I said, I don't know. I said, but I'm not giving up. I said, I'm not giving up. And she said, no, don't give up. She said, we're going to work this thing out. We're going to find a way. And it was suddenly with me just saying, I'm not giving up. And those words that I spoke out of my mouth, in spite of what I was dealing with, I mean, I don't even feel stressed anymore. I feel like before, I feel like I did before I, you know, was presented with this challenge, right? And so again, friends, it's all about the mindset. It's all about what you tell yourself about yourself and what you say about yourself to the world. I mean, this shit sounds cliche. It sounds like some little whatever, but I'm telling you, friends, it is what it is, and it is truth. And that's it. There's no compulsion with me. I'm not gonna demand or command anybody to do anything. All I'm saying is that, I've experienced these things for myself, and I'm learning now, I'm growing now exponentially. And, I just want to share that with you, friends. I just want to engage with you because, like I said, we're all dealing with challenges. Um, no one ever said this journey was going to be easy, okay? But I do believe that it's worth it. And if we stick in it, if we stick it out, and we are willing to challenge even ourselves, trust me, we will find our our happy place. We'll find our contentment. And that's what it's about, friends, literally. And so I'm just really grateful. Oh, there's nobody here? Okay. Uh, okay, there's my papa. Oh God. Sometimes, and look how life works. Like sometimes, right? You'll be in a market, and it's like somebody has 1,000 items in their cart, and it'll be another person with like 20 items, and obviously you're gonna go run to the line with the behind the customer with the 20 items, and then, but you realize, wow, that person with 1,000 groceries, they're out the door, and the person with like 20, 30 groceries, they're having some challenges, and you're like, damn, I thought I was going to be in line for 1,000 hours with this person with 10 carts, but literally, they're out the door. And the person with 20 items, it's an issue. So, it's weird. That's life. Life lives. Isn't life interesting? Yeah, patience, friends. All about patience. I mean, I only want my dinner tonight, you know? I mean, I only want to eat for tonight. I only want my dinner for tonight. I don't want for tomorrow. But patience, patience, patience. When you live long enough, and listen, I'm almost middle age. I'm gonna be 45 years old. And 10 days, y'all. 10 days, your girl gonna be 4 pounds. 4 pounds. Ew. It's about to be my birthday. Yeah, so, you know, I'm just grateful, you know. Great, I'll be grateful to see the day, you know. That's a gift in itself. And see, it's about us training our minds, retraining our minds. Because, you know, your birthday, oh, you're talking about, oh, well, who's going to give me this and a gift that and gift that. You don't even know. The fact of the matter that you can open up your eyes on this 3D plane on your birthday, how about that's the most precious gift? I mean, all right. Well, to me it is. You don't, you know, yours could be a diamond watch or, you know, a dream, a wonderful vacation somewhere, um, a nice car. Like, it is what it is. But mine's is, you know, just to be a part of the collective, just to still be in the collective. That's the amazing. What are we doing? Because now it's getting a little ridiculous. I'm not going to sit here and wait all day. I'm a teacher. I work in New York. I got a wicked commute. I don't want to come in a supermarket and wait 4,000 hours. This is insane. And now I come up here. Hold on, mommy. You know what? Let me just stay because this is getting too much. These people that come, you don't have enough money. What are you doing? Come on now. Yeah, you might have to put her to the side, mommy. She, you know, come on. You got people that's actually able to pay for their things, respectfully. Hi, Papa. How you doing, Papa? I love the hair. Give me it. I need it. It look good, Papa. You're welcome. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, por favor. Ay, ay, ay. Coño. Y'all gotta get an express line. Y'all gotta get an express. 5 items and less. Well, 6 items and less. Yes, mommy. See, mommy. There you go, mama. Thank you, Queen. I saw it, mama. Okay. Sorry, friends. Oh my God, that was like wicked. And you know, listen, I'm not, listen, people are dealing with some considerable challenges. I get it. Listen, I'm not freaking rich. If I was, you damn sure wouldn't see me, you know, buying my own groceries. It'll be, what is it called? Not DoorDash, whatever. It'll be the app that you, hold on, friends. Yeah. It'll be an app that, well, I mean, all of those apps technically like deliver, obviously. What I'm gonna do is rest my bag of groceries. Now, isn't it sad? Oh my God. I was born in 1980, right? And so I can remember back in like as close as like 85. Where my mom will go to the supermarket, I will go with my mom and my older sister, and literally like $100 was like equivalent to 1,000 today. And even with $1,000 with groceries, I mean, depending on what you're buying, you may not even get all that much. I mean, if you're somebody that likes, you know, Wagyu beef and Kobe beef, and, you like premium cuts of meat, you know, to get a couple good steaks could cost you, you know, a few $100s. So, in essence, food isn't cheap. It costs. But anyway, friends, I thank all of you that took the time out of your day to come and chat and, be a part of the consciousness. This is New Life Raw Evolution. We are divine souls. We are all divine souls. We're having a physical experience on this 3D plane, also known as Earth. Okay? Um, we've been around for thousands of years, some hundreds and hundreds of years. The basic soul has already had a lifespan of anywhere from like, I think 50, 60 lives or more. Don't quote me on that. But what's important is that what we do with the time that we have. Obviously, we don't know when our time will be up on this 3D plane, right? And so it's so vital. It's very much paramount that we are aware. First and foremost, we have to be self aware, because with self awareness brings actualization, it brings evidence of truth of who we are. And overall, I mean, don't you want to be better today than you were yesterday? I mean, I don't know. Again, it all depends on who you are. As for me, listen, you know, um, I don't want to leave this place the same way I came. And so, with that being said, I would like to make conscious choices, conscious effort to be aligned with my purpose and who I am and what I see for myself, what I want for myself. What do I want to leave on this earth? What do I want people to understand about me? And it's not about, oh, well, nobody matters and who cares? No, well, you know what? I care. I care. And if I care, then you should care. We all should care. Oh my God, I only have like 4 smokes left. And I didn't want to go and get more, but you know what? I just like to be prepared. I just like to have everything that I need. So once I'm in my casa, you know, I just want to like settle in and I don't want to deal with anything. So, but I got this damn cube steak crock pot crap now that I bought and I have to cook. I mean, I don't have to, but I mean, I could do it tomorrow perhaps because at least Friday, I'll have more time. It's the weekend, and then, I'll probably just do, because my crock pot is like, I don't know, I think it's 5 quart or something. And so those 3 steaks, I'm not sure if they'll fit. I know for sure 2 will fit. And so I'm thinking, well, do the 2, but then what do I do with the 1? It sits there, and then, technically, It takes me 2 or 3 days to, maybe 2 days to, I make the dinner tomorrow. I'll eat tomorrow, and maybe Saturday night I'll, have the leftovers. But then now Sunday comes, and then I have that one little cube steak left. What am I going to do with it? Most likely, after eating it for a day or two, I'm not going to want to eat it again. So essentially, it's going to become trash. I mean, yeah, I can put it in my freezer, but I mean, if I don't, you don't eat it in a week or so, it's going to be freezer burned. And, I don't have the vacuum sealer. So technically, after about a week or so in the freezer, it will, get freezer burned. And so, I don't like to waste. I just don't like to waste. But I'm thinking, well, because I mean, if I'm going to eat the leftovers Saturday night, like I was thinking, well, I can, make the steak and maybe eggs for like breakfast or brunch. But then, you eat it for the lunch or breakfast, you're not going to want that again for dinner. I mean, respectfully, you're not. Yeah. But anyway, friends, it's been real. It's always a good time. And, when we're gathered, I never take it for granted. I'm so grateful if it's one person in here, if it's 100 people in here. I'm very, very grateful, because at the end of the day, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And I feel like even if it's one person, 2 people, 3 people, maybe something, will they will connect to something, a topic, a word, a thought, an idea, an opinion, whatever it is. And so, they can be engaged. And yeah, it's all about New Life Raw Evolution. For all of my friends that's been on this live, my divine feminines, my divine masculines, we are the collective. Please, in the whole interim of everything, how about you subscribe to my channel? I'm not sure if you are subscribed. Perhaps you are. Maybe you're considering it. Maybe you're just like, oh, I don't know about her. She seems okay, but some of the stuff is a little kooky. It's a little off the cusp. It's really off the beaten path. Listen, that's who I am. That's what I am. I can only be me. And you know, fortunately, you know, myself and all of us, we're individuals. There can never be another me. There can never be another you. We can be often imitated, but never, darling, can we be duplicated. Now, clock that T, friends. Um, Now, check those facts, friends. Yeah, we can never be duplicated. So, shout out to all of us. We are the divine. This is your girl, New Life Revolution. Happy Thursday. One day away from the weekend. What's going on? What are your weekend plans? I know for New York City, Harlem Week is popping off on the 16th to the 17th. I'm contemplating, because I'm so over New York City in terms of like anything, it's still too much foolishness and just ignorance. And so I don't know. I mean, I spoke to my coworker, and she's like, okay, maybe because she's going on vacation on the 21st. She's going on a cruise, her family and her, and things like that. And so I'm like, well, at least, friend, we can kind of get up, kiki, because my birthday is going to be, is 10 days away. Well, yeah, 10 days away. And she's a Virgo too, but she's a September. And so she's going to be on her cruise um, until September 2nd, from the 22nd to the September 2nd. And so I said, well, friend, let's get up. Let's go to Harlem. We teach in Harlem, but we're more uptown. We're going to go a little downtown Harlem. And like, girl, let's go get some cocktails. Let's go get some little bites, some little vittles, and let's just have a nice little time, and it'll be kind of like a pre-birthday celebration or whatever. And so she's like, okay. But financially, she's not in a position that I'm in. And so I told her, I said, don't worry, friend. Push come to shove, I'll treat you. you know who does that? Who on a birthday treat? Yeah, me. I do. She, her. I do. And I don't have any qualms about it. it's not even that deep, and so if I got to spend a few dollars, to have a nice time with my coworker, I'm gonna do it. And so my sister, she's in Texas, and she, you know, was sending me flights and stuff. Oh, you want me to book the flight? And I had to put a pause on her, and I'm like, girl, it's a lot going on. Let's put that on pause. I'll get back to you. Last time I saw sister was in March for her 50th birthday. Flew down to Houston. My brother came and his girlfriend came from Brooklyn. I flew out from Jersey, and it was just really beautiful. It was amazing. So that's the last time I saw my sister. Roughly like around my birthday time, it will be about roughly 5 months. And so I'm saying to myself, all right. I mean, I'd love to go see her and my niece and my baby brother, which lives with her. And then I want to see my brother in law, Big Rex. And so I'm just like, but I also want to go to New Hampshire to go and be with my buddy George, my friend George, my mountain man George, such a good buddy. And so I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard space, but I'm just like, I really want to go to New Hampshire. Like, if I had a choice, or it's going to be New Hampshire. I love my sister, but I'll be down there for Thanksgiving, you know. And maybe maybe the universe will provide a way that I'll be able to, maybe go and do a little quick weekend before Thanksgiving, which I want to, because Thanksgiving at that point, it'd be like 9, 10 months. But I mean, my sister lives in another state. I mean, we've gone without seeing each other for, a year, or, more than a year, 2 years or whatever. So, I don't want to make that such a big issue when it's really not a big issue. But at the end of the day, being a single gal, I love family. And so, yeah, so that's the little conundrum. But we'll see what the divine has in store, because, for me, I believe in no such thing as coincidences, no such thing as, lucky chances or anything like that. I just believe in divine order. I believe in divine order. And so I love your hair. You're welcome. Oh, you too, my love. Oh, girl, it's so old. Thank you. And so, friends, it's all about divine order. All right, can I bend down? Anyway, I need to go get my ciggies, but I'm not going to go to my normal spot. I'm going to go to the pharmacy. It's closer to my flat, and so that's what I'm going to do. And then I guess the live is alive, friends, because I'm not going to come back tonight. Um, I don't know. I might cook the dinner. I might not. But we'll see. We'll see. Life changes in a New York minute, friends. And so, listen, I could have the best intentions to make a good dinner for myself, and I could go upstairs and my stove may not be working properly. I mean, things happen. So it's important to, like, always be present. You know, don't ever sign, seal, and deliver anything until it's actually delivered. And it is what it is. And we go on. There's a famous saying by a really, really old philosopher. And initially, I thought that it was Sun Tzu. No, I'm sorry. I thought it was from Confucius. And the quote is, life is a journey of 1,000 miles that begins with a single step. A single step. So, my conscious ones, I'm going to close with this. Life is a journey of 1,000 miles that begins with a single step. It's not Confucius. Actually, it's Sun Tzu. And so, when I think about that quote, many things come to mind. And so, one of the things that come to mind is that, listen, this life is a journey. It's filled with peaks and valleys, also known as highs and lows, and, you know, starts and sometimes short endings. It's all a part of the journey. So don't be upset when things go awry. Don't, get flustered when the path shifts suddenly. For it's all in divine purpose. So, friends, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I've been on this live for almost 50 minutes. I've enjoyed almost every 50 minutes, but now it's come to an end. And thank you. And I wish everyone to have a wonderful Thursday evening. I hope that you are better for having heard this live. I hope that you were inspired after hearing this live. I hope that you look at your own situation, even in spite of its challenges, as just another part of the journey, of the process. We are the consciousness. We are the collective. We are divine. Period. So just know that the next time a challenge comes your way, the next time you get a bit of bad news, not that you can just shrug it off, we're human, but that you would put it into context and understand that it's not the end of the world. It's just a delineation of the journey, and so let's be kind to ourselves above all things, right? And with that being said, friends, I bid you a very good evening, a wonderful night, and I thank you for your time and your attention. For more videos like this, how about you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, make sure that you receive all the notifications when I go live, and that you know, you'll always be a part of the collective. You're a part of the collective by default, but you'll be an engaged member and participant, not a watcher, but you would be not a spectator, but that you would really get into the game. Shout out to all of my friends on here, ladies, guys. You are divine. You are loved. You are important. You do matter. And that's what I gotta say. Everyone have a wonderful Thursday night, evening, and your friends see me again. See me on my next live. Until then, divine ones, stay in the light. Stay conscious. We are the collective. This is New Life Revolution. Peace, friends. All right, that was